All right, let's get right into it. There is an invisible war being fought every single second of every day, and it's not for land, it's not for resources, it's a war for control of the internet itself. And the weapons being used? Well, they're getting bigger and more powerful than you can probably even wrap your head around. Just look at this number for a second. 205 million. And no, that's not a population, it's not a dollar amount. That is the number of requests per second that were hammered against a single target in a massive, recent cyber attack. It's like a digital fire hose aimed with one goal: to break things. To really put that into perspective, you gotta hear this analogy from Cloudflare. Imagine every single person in the UK, Germany, and Spain all typing in a website and hitting enter at the exact same instant. That is the sheer scale of force we are talking about. It's just wild. So this digital tsunami has a name. It's called a distributed denial of service attack, or DDoS for short. And they're not just big. They are growing at a frankly terrifying rate. And this isn't happening by accident. It's being fueled by this perfect storm of insecure smart devices and the rise of super easy-to-use DDoS for hacker services. It means pretty much anyone can launch one of these massive attacks now. So what is this thing really? How does it actually work? Well, to understand the distributed part, we first have to start with its simpler, older cousin. A regular denial of service, or DOS attack, is pretty straightforward. You have one attacker using one computer flooding a target with a bunch of junk traffic. Think of it like this. It's one person standing in a doorway, just blocking anyone else from getting through. It's annoying, for sure, but you can deal with it. See, a DOS attack is limited. Because it's coming from one place, you can trace it back, block that source, and you're good. But this is where things get a whole lot more dangerous. And this is the critical difference, right here. The move from one source to many. A DDoS attack isn't one person in a doorway. Oh no. It is a massive, coordinated mob storming the building from every single entrance at the same time. The traffic is coming from thousands, sometimes millions of different computers. This makes it incredibly powerful and almost impossible to trace back to the actual attacker. It's basically a coordinated army of digital zombies. And this zombie army, it doesn't just have one trick up its sleeve. They have a whole arsenal of weapons. They use all these different methods, like SYN floods or HTTP floods, to exploit different weaknesses in a target's defenses. It just makes them that much harder to stop. So, where does this giant, coordinated army of zombies even come from? Well, the answer is something called a botnet. A botnet is essentially a network of hijacked devices. We're talking about machines that have been infected with malware that lets an